What's up, everybody? It is another awesome day to be in FLA and to be in the bubble of the Villages, Florida. Today is Monday, March 2nd, 2026, right around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Just a picture perfect day today. I think we're finally done with winter here in Central Florida. Today's high is going to be about 80 degrees and we're almost there. And I just looked at the 10-day forecast. No rain in sight for the next 10 days, and the temps are only going to get warmer throughout the week. By the end of the next week or the next 10 days, we'll be up into the upper 80s during the day and the low mid 60s at night. Hey everybody, welcome to our channel. If you're brand new here, my name's Michael. My awesome wife Tiffany and I, we're just a couple of empty nesters who came for our lifestyle visit about 2 years ago. We drank the Kool-Aid, we bought a house, and we've been documenting and sharing our experiences and our expenses with you here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and also our free newsletter. Matter of fact, we just posted yesterday our 2-year budget review. We took that cost of living spreadsheet the Villages gives everybody. They tell you to kind of estimate. So if you want to find out what the true cost of living is for Tiffany and I, go check out that video. There'll be some links down in the description below. And of course, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, go over there and make sure you follow Tiffany. She runs both of those. I'm kind of in charge of the YouTube channel. She takes care of the Facebook, Instagram, and also our free newsletter. So a couple of weeks ago, we were out test driving a DACH golf cart. And no, it was not this DACH golf cart, because Tiffany's parents moved to the Villages middle part, end of last year. And their house that they bought a pre-existing house in a very beautiful section of the Villages, and it was an older gas golf cart that doesn't, just really doesn't meet their needs. So we've been helping them test drive golf carts, and I had an older DACH. I say older, it was a brand new 2025 that I was trying to do a video on that a couple of weeks ago, but that's when it was cold, that's when it was windy, and when I got home editing that video, I did not like the audio quality of when I was driving around that day, because it was just too windy that day. And in the meantime, they just released the brand new 2026 DACH, I think it's called the Elite. I'll have to look that up here in just a second. So I've had this golf cart now for about an hour or so, and I've only driven it 6 miles so far from my house right here to this parking lot. This is the Saint-Tropez Recreation Center. And we did do a video on that too. If you want to see what the grand opening ceremony was like for this, I guess that was about a year or so ago, go check out that video as well. So we're test driving this for the next couple of days. So I'm going to do probably at least 2 videos on this. We're going to go test drive it. We're going to put it through its paces, tell you some of the things that we like, some of the things, well, I haven't had it long enough to tell if there's anything I don't like. I can tell you from that little brief ride from my house to here, 6 miles, I really enjoyed it. Just a heads up, kind of FYI, it was charged up to 100% when I left my house. When I parked in the parking lot right here, it was still at 90% range, went 6 miles. So if you do the math, 6 times 10, maybe we'll get 60 miles out of this. We'll find out over the next couple of days. So I thought for today's adventure, since it is such a beautiful, awesome, postcard picture perfect kind of day, I thought we would take a ride on the golf cart and of course go through Eastport. Everybody knows about Eastport. We'll drive by that, but we have not been to Middleton in a long time, and my goal today is to drive this as far as I can and try to drain that battery down as far as I can get it and make sure I still have enough energy to get back home. So let's get the camera all reattached to the golf cart. We'll get buckled up. It does have 3-point harness seat belts in there. Really love that. So let's flip the camera around and get today's adventure started. So this is the 2026 DACH Apollo Elite golf cart. And at the end of this video, we'll share some of those specs. We'll just do a quick walk around, let you check it out and see what it looks like before we hit the road. It does have a locking trunk. We got a lot of stuff in that trunk right now. 4-forward golf cart. Does have the 3-point harness seat belts for everybody, and I'm using these back seat belts right now to buckle up my sunbrella. That's not an umbrella, that's my sunbrella for when it gets too darn hot, and also brought my sun hat as well too, because that is one of the hard things down here in the southern section of the Villages. It's very hard to find patches of shade. So let's get this camera all reattached and start our adventure over there to Middleton. And away we go. So we just took a right on McNeil Drive. Check out that awesome classic looking golf cart right there. And you can see it's a beehive of activity because we've had a lot of cold weather. We had some rainy weather this past weekend, which we absolutely needed. And now that the sun is shining, everybody is out and about and exploring the villages. So we're gonna stop right here. We're gonna hang a left onto Corbin Trail and get into our own little multimodal cart path lane. This is one of the entrances to the village of Oak Hollow. And if you're new to our channel and you haven't seen any of our older videos, you can go check those out. We've been documenting this entire area for the last 2 years. This was nothing but dirt. Everything you're going to see on today's drive was literally nothing but dirt when we moved to the villages 2 years ago. And there's still quite a few brand new homes for sale in this area right now. We're on our way to Eastport. We get down here to the very, very end. That will be the brand new Eastport Town Center area. And then from there, we'll make our way over to Middleton, which is the all ages neighborhood. So this is a 105 amp hour lithium powered battery. I think they're telling folks it should get around 50 miles on a full charge. We'll definitely test that out. Some of the things I like about this golf cart already is just how quiet it is. And it's also a very, very smooth ride. I think they upgraded the suspension on this brand new Apollo Elite versus last year's 2025 model. We'll stop right here at the intersection of Craig Court and Corbin Trail. Look to our left, look to our right. No one coming. We're passing the brand new Woodlands Golf Club off to our right. And the golf course, of course, is on both sides of the road. And way off in the distance up there is Hotel Eastport. Getting a little windier over here, so hopefully I don't have to edit that part out. We'll see. And that is a gas golf cart directly in front of us. Don't know what kind of car that is, but I can hear it from here. You got people out riding the recumbent bikes over there. In just a minute, we got to merge in with the regular traffic. Here we go. We're going to start merging right now. Be very careful. Keep your head on a swivel out here. That's why we prefer golf carts with the 3-point harness seat belt. At a minimum, we recommend making sure you at least have a lap seat belt. And now we're going to take a right here and get back on the multimodal. Directly ahead, you can see there is Eastport. You can see from the flags that it's a pretty breezy day today. No one coming off to our left. All right, he's hanging a left, so let's go straight ahead. And directly in front of us, that is Sunset Island. We're not going to stop right now. What I think we'll do, if we have enough time after we go through all of our test driving today, I think we'll come back over here and maybe see if we can catch the sunset later on this afternoon. But let's drive through the Eastport area here before we head over to Middleton. Central Lake off to our right. You get the village's welcome home sales and information off to our left. You can see they put out all these signs, no parking please, because a lot of folks were coming down here to park their golf carts and their cars. All through there is pedestrians only. There is a golf cart parking only over there, more towards the stage. So we'll save that for our return trip later on this afternoon. Actually, you know what? Let's stop right here. This is, well, they're still doing a little bit of construction. The fences are down, so we'll save that for later on this afternoon because I do hear them playing, you know, loud radio music over there. Let's stop right here. We'll wait for the folks in their bicycles to come on by. We'll wait for this golf cart to come on by. We're going to go straight across right there. That is the Village's brand new golf cart dealership. And no, that is not where you can get this DACH golf cart. So stay tuned. We'll be sharing that information with you here later on in the video. When we go over all the specs, I'll tell you where you can go test drive this golf cart at. We got this from our golf cart dealer where we bought our other golf cart from 2 years ago. All right, so now we are going to go over here, stop, no one's coming. We're gonna get back over to this little multimodal cart path. And then we're gonna take a right and go through this golf cart tunnel underneath Central Parkway and start making our way over to Middleton. Stop, look to our left, and now let's take a right here. And now we're just on the other side of Central Parkway. And we've done many videos over here back when this was nothing but dirt before. Oh, there goes an Evolution right there. That's the same type of golf cart that we have. Oh wow, check out that car. That's pretty slick. I like that. But yeah, you can see the Eastport sign. No one come up behind me, so I'll point over that direction so you can see the Eastport sign right across the way. And you can see it is called Central Parkway for a reason. And it's going to only get busier and busier as the Villages keeps building back here in this area. This is the village of Water's Edge right here. We could cut all the way through that and make our way over there through Water's Edge, Shady Brook, Multi Creek to get to Middleton. But what I thought we would do is take this perimeter on the way there and then take a different route on the way back. And now you can see Eastport right across the way. Coming up right here, that big ginormous oak tree with all that Spanish moss. That is one of our favorite oak trees in the entire Villages because I used to stop and park over there and vlog before any of this was built because that was the only patch of shade that you can find. As a matter of fact, we have some really good friends that live just on the other side of that wall right there that we did do a home tour of their home about a year ago. So go check out that video when you get a chance. But yeah, that's one of our favorite spots in the Villages, and we were kind of some of the first people out here before any of these houses were built, before any of Eastport was built. And so, yeah, if you want to catch up with that, go check out those previous videos. So we're now running parallel with Central Parkway. And at the very, very end of Central Parkway, after you go through a couple of roundabouts, that will connect back up with another county road. So you see all these houses off to our left-hand side. They do back up to Central Parkway. I see a lot of folks out there, they're backlit eyes. For some folks, it doesn't bother them. But for me, having all that traffic, dump trucks, big giant 18-wheelers, that would be pretty noisy for us. That's kind of why we love the area that we live in. It's super darn quiet. All right, we're gonna keep going straight. Now we're at one of our other roundabouts right here. This is the entrance to the village of Shady Brook. And again, we could hang a left there and cut all the way through Shady Brook and get all the way over to Middleton, but we're gonna stop. We're gonna watch these cars here. One side does not have a gate arm and they're not stopping, but the other one did stop for their gate arm, so that's why we prefer to have 3-point harness seat belts and keep our head on a swivel, because you never know. And unfortunately, with 165,000 plus people living here, and every house has 1 or 2 golf carts, there's probably well over 100,000 golf carts here in the villages. Let's get over here a little bit. Accidents do happen. So accidents between golf carts, accidents when a car hits a golf cart. And so unfortunately, folks do get ejected from their golf carts from time to time if they're not wearing their seatbelt. So that's our biggest tip, is we always wear our seatbelt no matter what, even if we're just riding around our neighborhood, because you never know when an accident could happen. So here's another awesome cluster of oak trees. Matter of fact, no one's coming. Let's pull over here in this little patch of shade. And off in the distance, that is not Hotel Eastport. I think that might be the new hotel for Middleton. So I will point out, I think it's maybe all the way to the other edge over there, or maybe we just passed it. We have some other friends of ours that also have a home that back up to this water that allowed us to do a tour of their home a few months back. So again, if you haven't seen those tours, check the description below, check our playlist, check our homepage and our YouTube channel to go get caught up. See some folks over here out and about walking their dogs. So let's get back in here and make our way all the way over there to Middleton. All buckled up and ready to go. No one coming either way. You can see the big giant rock quarry or whatever that is off in the distance, off on the right hand side over there. Let's pull the golf cart over here and park. This is where Central Parkway and Gartner Drive meet up. And there is the Welcome to Middleton sign. So the multimodal looks like you can exit right there and get on the main road if you wanted to. But we're going to go back over here and stay on the multimodal for a little while. No reason to drive with cars if we don't absolutely have to do that. Love the acceleration on this. Very, very sporty. I think they have these pre-programmed. The maximum speed on this is 25 miles per hour. And there you go. You can see Middleton off in the distance over there. Hey, there goes an Evolution golf cart. It looks just like ours, except where it has different rain gear, but it was the same color as our Evolution Ranger D5, which we absolutely love. We're not getting rid of our Evolution. Evolution has a little supply chain issue right now, so kind of hard to get. I see why I should have took that now. Okay, because you could have took that. Well, I guess you don't want to get there in the roundabout. I'm not going to do that. Let's go down here through this tunnel and see if we come up on the other side here. It's been a long time since I drove the golf cart. We've been over here in the car, but it's been a while, so I've driven the golf cart all the way over here. And there you go. Now we have our own golf cart multimodal roundabout. We'll take a right and go to Middleton downtown. There you go. Now you got a better view of the hotel they're building. And we got to take a right and go through this tunnel right here, tunnel RM1, 2107. And then we have another roundabout. So we want to go straight. And now we're going to stop right here and hang a left. Clear, no one's coming. So welcome to downtown Middleton. We'll drive through this parking lot, the back side of it here real quickly, just so you can see the hotel that's under construction. And to let you know, there is a plethora of parking back here in the back side. So you can park back here, your car, your golf cart, and they have several breezeways and walkways so you can get over there to the heart of downtown Middleton. Still a lot of construction going on. Everything's not open yet, but there's a lot more open now than the last time we were over here. The outside looks a lot like Hotel Eastport, which we went and stayed for the grand opening. Let's take a right here. And right across the way, you can see there is the Villages Charter High School. That's the Tracy Performing Arts Center right across the way. This is one way, so let's hang a right. We have a sushi and hibachi place off to our right over here. We have not tried that yet. You got a massage and facial spa place off to our right. Fiesta Grande coming soon right there. One of our favorite places to have a margarita during happy hour and good fajitas over there in Brownwood. Off to our right there, that is Four Rivers Smokehouse. So we're going to hang a right here onto Middleton Drive. We'll drive all the way down to the end of it, and then we'll come back up the other side. Bunch of little cute shops off to our right. Another restaurant with an outdoor bar off to our right over there. Something smells good between the barbecue place and Victory Grill back there. I'm getting hungry, and it is lunchtime. So it does not look like these businesses are open yet, but they're getting close. They are getting close. Got a few businesses open off to our left-hand side over there. But all these off to our right do not look like they're open yet. And this right here is about as far as we can go with the golf cart. So it says no golf carts beyond this point right here. So let's hang a left. We'll do a little U-turn right here. You see there's a sign there that says the Welcome Home Center for Middleton. So just like the Villages has their Welcome Home and Sell Center, Middleton has one as well. This is an all ages community. And a lot of the folks that do live in Middleton, of course, have kids. And one of those things is a benefit if you live over here and you're an employee of the Villages or one of their affiliates. I think that you get to send your kids to the charter school. So we have provisions, grocery, and essentials off to our right. You do have parking right here, parallel parking, where you can park your golf cart perpendicular here. And you can see the outdoor dining area there for Victory Grill is really packed. And there's another white DACH golf cart right there on the very end. So looks like school is getting out. So let's get out of here because it's going to become a beehive of activity. I did not think about the time of day that we'd be coming over here, but it's going to get really busy. So why don't we start making our way back over to the Eastport area and see if we can find us a patch of shade. Oh, there you go. There's the brand new Portillo's right there. We have not come over here to eat at this Portillo's, but we've eaten at many Portillo's in the past. Check it out. Yeah, so we even have the crossing guard here. That's pretty awesome. There you go. And then let's hang a right here. Up, this road is closed directly in front of us. We got to start making our way. We'll hang a right here. I may edit portions of this video out because I just did not think that through. I did not think about school being in session today. We'll come back over here on a weekend, on a Saturday or Sunday, and get out and walk around and document, go eat at a restaurant, and share that experience with everybody here on our channel. It's like a little maze back in here. You can get lost. I am not using GPS. I'm just kind of using the different buildings and roads kind of as landmarks. We're back to downtown Middleton here, and we're going to make our way across over here. This is the road that we came in on. So we'll go back over here to this area. No golf cars beyond that point, so we'll get back on this multimodal cart path And what we will do is we'll take a different route back over there to the Eastport area. Wait and see which way they're doing. All right. I can tell you this golf cart handles these roundabouts, these tight turns very, very well. We're going to go back underneath this tunnel that we came through earlier, but this time we're going to hang a right. We'll stop right here. It does have this beeping sound every time you turn on the turn signals, which is nice. It's a good safety feature. Could get a little annoying, but it is a good safety feature. Just up ahead is the entrance. Oh, there's our golf cart right there. Again, that's almost identical to what our golf cart looks like. Stop, make sure no one's coming either way. We're all clear. Some more awesome oak trees over here. So welcome to the village of Moultrie Creek. We could hang a left right there and drive all the way through Moultrie Creek and Shady Brook and then Water's Edge and come out right there at Eastport. But I think we'll do is we're going to go across the road here. Take the little more scenic perimeter route. That way you can also see some of the construction going on over here. It's going to be the future home of a brand new church over there. A lot of you ask in the comments, are there churches here in the villages? And the answer is yes, there's some in the villages, there's some in the immediate vicinity, and they're opening up actually brand new churches right here in the villages in Middleton. And then if you take that road right there all the way down, you see all that empty land. That will be future homes, neighborhoods, rec centers for Middleton and the villages. So welcome to Shallow Creek Golf Club, Boosters Bar and Grill. We actually did a video here for their grand opening celebration. We're going to hang a left right here instead of going that way. We'll hang a left. That way we'll drive right in to the entrance sign so you can see the front of the restaurant. Right now we're at 74%, 21 miles on the golf cart, subtract 6 and then figure out the percentage. See some folks leaving Boosters right now. And then let's hang a right here. And then we'll take the multimodal cart path right here. And we'll drive back on the back side of this property. So if you're playing golf or just coming over here, just want to eat and hang out or have a drink, you can come over here and park in the golf cart parking lot only. And then you can see right here, I'm going to aim the golf cart off to our left. There's the practice putting green. You can see I'm talking low because there's people in the tee box and stuff like that. But there is the outdoor portion of Boosters. Tiffany and I, we've sat out here many an evening and watched the sunset. And of course they do have inside seating as well. All right, we're not going to hang a right because that takes you to the golf cart path for the golf courses, so we're not going to drive out there on that. We're going to get back out here and make our way all right, let's take a right. So let's make our way around the perimeter here. Then we're going to take a right, and I think we will. Let's go all the way through those neighborhoods just to document those for posterity. That neighborhood off to our right-hand side, that was a Street of Dreams neighborhood way back in the day when the Villages first started building over here. And they had kind of a sales center over here. So we'll hang a right and we'll drive through that. That's one of the awesome things is if you don't want to build a house and you can wait, the Villages does build different Street of Dreams. They'll use those for, I don't know, a year, year and a half, 2 years as the model homes, and everybody comes to visit for their lifestyle visit or just stopping through town to show all the different models inside and out. But once they get done with that area, they build a new Street of Dreams, and then they'll sell the old Street of Dreams fully furnished. So back in here, they had some designer and premier homes, or all these premier homes. Maybe all these were. It's been a while since I've been through here. We'll take a right onto Katy Keith Loop. Love the White House right there at that Sylvester palm in the front yard. That's nice to put the sign out there. Landscapers ahead. Tiffany and I thought about one of these houses off to our left. Yes, these are designer homes off to our left-hand side. We can't afford these premier homes off to our right, but we could afford one of those designer homes that were off to our left, and we really considered it, but we did not want to be this far down. We love this area, but Tiffany's parents, they live up between the Sixes. They live up closer to Havana Country Club. And so we like to get to all the town squares, whether it be Brownwood or Lake Sumter Landing is probably our favorite town square. So we would be a little bit more centrally located to that. But the folks that live here, wow, you got Middleton right there. You got that downtown area off to your left. And of course, you're going to have Eastport down here to your right. So we'll stop and hang a right onto Bar Boulevard. So Bar Boulevard, we'll take this all the way down to the very end, and right across Bar Boulevard will be downtown Eastport. But we cannot take our golf cart across the roads. That's where it crosses Central Parkway. We'll have to hang a right and go back in those multimodal cart paths, go under the tunnel to go under Central Parkway and come back over there on the other side to the Eastport area. It's just amazing. 2 years ago, everything you see here was literally nothing but dirt, undeveloped dirt at that point in time, and now all of these neighborhoods, homes, championship golf courses, downtown areas. It's amazing how quickly they can build a community. And the Villages owns enough land going off in the other direction to build for another 20 to 30 years. So I'm going right now. I'm going the max speed that this thing says. It says it's 25 miles per hour. I'm at 71% battery range left, so we've used up 29% battery range, and I cannot read the mile marker there. Unfortunately, it's a little glary where I'm at. It's in the mid-20s. So once we stop, we'll do another battery range test. We'll check the mileage. We'll do the math and see kind of where we're at. And I know that to get home, I'll need at least 10 to 15% battery range as long as I'm no more than about 6 to 10 miles away from home. So we got to keep an eye on that as well too. So this area has really calmed down quite a bit. When we were first over here documenting this, when they were still building out all of these neighborhoods and homes, it was a crazy area. We're gonna take a left right here. Let's go over here to the Saluki Recreation Center. I'll stop at this four-way intersection right here. I'll let both of them come on across. And we're at a standoff here. Everybody's being polite and not going. And so we'll wait for them to come on. And then we will hang a left right here. And actually what we're gonna do, there's Saluki right there off to our left. We're gonna stay in the right-hand lane. We're gonna take this multimodal all the way down. And then we're gonna turn around and come back. Because right here at the very end of this road will be the entrance to Shady Brook, which we crossed over earlier. But we have some really good friends that own this house right here in the very end. They have a huge yard, and they allowed us to come over there and videotape. We did 2 videos, one on the inside tour, one on the outside tour. That's their home right there on the right. Well, it's not that one, it's the one right there on the right. Big, beautiful home. And they have a huge lot. They do back up to water and everything. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out when you get a chance. So no one's coming either way. Let's pull over here, make sure no one's coming. All right, let's do a U-turn right here. We'll make our way back into Shady Brook, and then we're going to drive over there, show you some more of the recreation facilities, hang a left on Bar Boulevard, and then make our way over to Eastport. Again, this is that one that does not have the gate arm. Get back over here in our multimodal cart path lane. I'm really enjoying the drivability of this golf cart. Very smooth suspension, very smooth ride.